Welcome to the WHC Administration webinar. Before we begin, I should mention that each of our training videos is supported by a step-by-step guide, which can be found beneath each video. In today's video, we'll be covering how to check call logs. Once we get logged in, you want to look for the call logs header on the main page, and you'll see the 5 different search filters below. The first filter allows us to filter the scope of the calls. In this case, we've set to company-wide. There's a few other options beneath for site-wide, user, business number, calling number. The next filter box along allows us to filter the type of call, whether it's all traffic, international, premium rate, mobile. In this case, we're going to leave it set to all traffic. The next filter box allows us to filter the call direction, inbound, outbound, or both. We're going to set it to any, which will cover both. The next filter box along will allow us to filter the call outcome, whether it's answered, unanswered, or both. Again, we're going to set it to any, which will cover both. And the last filter box will allow us to filter by date. If we click on the dates, you'll see the options below. So we can filter today's call, yesterday's, the last 7 days, the last 30 days. Or if we move down to the date windows and click on either of those, we can set a custom range. So we set our from date and our to date and click apply. In this case, we're going to filter for the last 30 days. And we click on the search magnifying glass. Scrolling down, we'll see a graph has appeared. And in the top left of the graph, we have minutes and calls. At the minute, it's going to show the amount of minutes. If we click on the calls icon and move down onto the graph, we can see the total amount of calls for the week. Underneath, we have it set to weekly. I'm going to change that to daily. And moving back up to the graph, we can see we had 95 calls on the 26th of September. And again, we can filter that down even further by clicking on hourly. And moving back up onto the graph, we can see the times that we received our calls. If we scroll down the page again, we'll see a list of the calls. We can change the amount of entries to be viewed on the page. We're going to set it to 50. And here we can see the business number, i.e. our number, the time and date of the call, the duration, the calling number, and the call status. The green arrow indicating an inbound call, answered, and the red arrow indicating an outbound call, unanswered. If we move back up, you'll see the export button, which will allow us to export the stats below onto a CSV. And that covers how to check the call logs. For more information on this topic or any others, please contact Rainbow.